Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you ever so very much for joining me. It is my great pleasure to be Kraut Christo and playing the wonderful Black Ice for HOI IV. We are playing this time with feeling campaign, and yoink, we just conquered Hungary. Let's go. So, next after Hungary, I don't think these guys are going to join the Allies. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to test. No CB. So if we declared war on these guys, do they join the Allies? It doesn't look like it. And if we tag over to them, can they join the Allies? Some of you may consider knowing this cheating, but for me, it's a matter of they actually won't. They can, but they won't be let in because they're at war. They have strategic reasons to be hostile. Different ideology is a big negative. Okay. Personally, I think it's okay to know that because it's a game mechanic, right? I want to know if monarchies can join the Allies. And it looks like if you're not already at war with the Allies, the answer is no. Loading save games does sometimes crash it, in which case I will just scrub this recording and do some more testing off camera. But it looks, I mean, you know, counting your chickens before they're hatched and all that, it looks like it's worked. Yep, okay, cool. So what about if we justify on them? Will the UK guarantee them? Oh, we can only guarantee fascist nations. Let's see if the UK can only guarantee democracies. No, they can guarantee them. Let's see if they do. I'm not looking, by the way. I'm not seeing any tactical information. I looked away from the screen. Well, I suppose whether they guarantee them, that's not really a game mechanic. So I'm fine not running the full test there. Okay, so let's go back to our German save. And get things on the road here. So do we immediately justify against Romania and Yugoslavia? I think we do. Balkan dominance, I think, is now a stated part of our foreign policy. As far as I'm concerned, the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk divides Europe in two. And on one side of it lies me, and on one side is the Soviets. And I'm going to take everything that's on my side. So on the presumption that the Allies won't join, let's begin mobilizing against Romania. So, story time with Christo. A little bit of lore to make this make slightly more sense. After the capture of Hungary, Romania stated that German aggression could not be allowed to continue, and that they were going to protect any and all Balkan nations that came under threat from the German Reich. Be that Greece in the south, Yugoslavia in the west, or Bulgaria and of course themselves in the east. This statement outraged Hitler, and who naturally saw it as a threat, a direct military threat towards him and his power base in the region, who immediately began mobilizing troops to the Romanian border, demanding that the Romanians immediately retracted their statements and stood down. The Romanians, however, were having none of it, confident that their mountain range could fight against what had reportedly been a disorganized German military, which had invaded Hungary so recently before. What they didn't know, however, was that the German military was only disorganized because it had not fully mobilized, and what they would be facing would be a fully mobilized German Reich. So hopefully, we'll be able to crush them. Good, and that's the law that I'm going with. Okay, you guys, stop flying. Just head back to Berlin. Are there any ministers I would like to replace? Yeah, Hitler. Let's replace him, shall we? That should be easy. We could... Nope, that seems useless. Himmler. You seem pretty bad, Himmler. Yeah, you seem pretty terrible. So, these guys also look terrible. You do lower factory output, though, which makes you kind of even worse. So I might switch to this guy. He's better at resisting partisans, but we're not going to have any partisans because we're going to have loads of military police. So yeah, you're fired, Himmler. Hopefully that doesn't take away I don't think we had an SS, like, national spirit. So, who else? Ribbentrop? You're fine. That's what I just replaced. You're a code breaker. I could instead have someone with a production efficiency cap up. An intelligence officer. Or a conservative. Okay, so what do you give? Division attack? That's pretty darn good. It's only 1%, but it helps. Submarine detection. Convoy raiding efficiency. No, I'm going to keep him. As tempting as the amphibious stuff is, I think he's better. I'm happy with Halmar as the head of my industry. Well, unless I want to switch to a more military one now. Like, he gives us... He does give synthetic and rubber, which is nice. This guy gives mill, fuel silo, tank factory, artillery factory, all things we're going to be building. Yeah. We'll go with the anti-communists. Okay, that's all our political power for now. And now I'm going to save political power because we need to mobilize stuff up. Obviously, we are going to have war economy soon, so we don't need it for that. The things that we... Oh, what? Okay. Soviet Union demanded Eastern Poland, it looks like. We better go get our slice pretty soon. But we're not declaring war on the Allies until I get my capital ships ready. We need all these. All these are vital. Let's get better radar. There's so much that I need right now. Our infantry divisions are finally starting to deploy. Let's put them on the French front because I'm concerned. Germany, so England is still dominating these trade negotiations. I can't see how much political power they have on this screen, can I? No. Motivated miners. It's a funny... I like that alliteration. Rolls off the tongue. Alright, so we've got some room in our deployment queue. If I try to deploy a bunch of panzers, what's the first shortfall? Mechanized, as expected, and then panthers. Yeah. But it looks like we are going to be able to deploy six panzer divisions, 5 with no panzer deficit. Okay, so we need much more handheld anti-tank, is what I'm getting from this. What is my handheld anti-tank deficit right now? 12,000. Okay. We're actually going to fill it in 113 days, because you produce it really quickly. Okay, yeah, it's fine. We put 10 factories on it, that's right. Let's cut that down, that's just not sensible. We're losing rubber now because it's diverted onto the mechanized. I'm going to divert even more onto the mechanized, I think. Where have they gone? There they are. And we will just import the necessary rubber. Good, and we're going to need to start building some rubber refineries, which we will do soon. Good. You can't build research centers, unfortunately. Oh, wait, it says unbuildable. You actually can build them. Oh, no, next complete never. Okay. Why don't you just have... Well, then they wouldn't be allowed to be in the state. Anyway. A little bit more of an oil import. Seems fine. And yeah, actually, let's begin serious fuel stockpiling. Well, no, because we're going to take over Romania, aren't we? Yeah, okay, never mind. We should be fine on fuel. Of course, behind all the posturing about Romania's statements, the true reason that we're going to go to war with them has a lot to do with the fact that they have the Bucharest oil fields down here. I think we may want to deploy 2 full infantry armies against Romania just to get a kind of absolute numbers advantage. Oops, let's do this. Good. Supply won't quite bear that, it looks like. So I'll only bring half of them. Plus, we want the French border to be at least a little bit manned. Cool. We're currently using Kesselring. I do like him as a general. He's pretty good. And obviously Rommel is just taking direct command of all our main units. Now we should take a look at if we can upgrade him. Yeah, do I want Panzer Leader on him? He's got a lot of 3 slots. Yeah, Panzer Leader. Is he the 2 as well? This might be a bit too specialized. How about something else? Reconnaissance is good. Go on, I'll give you Panzer Leader, and maybe we will make you our got this Panzer Expert as well. Yeah, go on. Let's just make him a Panzer expert. And let's change things up here. You are going to go under a new army. It's going to be directly led by Rommel. You guys can fall back in under the infantry army. And Carl, you're going to take command here. That's fine. Okay, you've got improvisational expert, which I really like because the speed bonus. That works. There's the west wall forts, and we no longer lose civs because we're building them. Put medium forts up. How are we doing forts here at the moment? You start with level 2s. That's probably enough. I don't think I need medium and heavy forts, honestly. Fuel cans. I would like that. That we have seen big problems with the amount of fuel our army can carry. Where are fuel cans? Industry on the right, I think. Yeah, here. Yeah, go on. Give me those jerry cans. It only takes 14 days of focus. It's really not that bad. Okay, these guys are now desperately short on anti-tank, medium artillery, and motorcycle recon equipment. Not normal recon equipment, but motorcycle recon equipment. Okay. Of these. This should go down with the... Good grief. Should go down with the other artillery moving things. And the infantry gun and the pack should really go down here. And you should go down with the other vehicles. And you should be up here with the artillery. The artillery transport should be with the artillery transport. With the stuff down here. Okay, good. So, we're short motorcycle recon, because we have put a lot of that in our thing, so that's fair enough. Maybe a bit more on the way in the way of infantry equipment higher in the list. 2 more onto mechanized is fine. What was the other thing we were short of? I forget. Right, those guns. But I think we're making them a pretty good click. 5 a day actually is not sufficient for a deficit of that severity. That's a 128 day. Well, it's not that bad. This one's at 139, but that one's obviously not got the production efficiency. Oh, it has actually kind of ticked up a bit. All right, we'll give you 1 more. We'll give you... Go on, have 5 more. And let's have some more horse artillery. Well, they're so excessive already. We'll go down like that. Good. That looks fine to me. Yep, good. Sorted. And we'll keep time. We'll keep on keeping on. How my coastal guys doing? Still need a bunch of handhold anti-tank. There's the Stuka. Right, yeah, I should have been doing these earlier. Did I do the second air thing? No, I was going to do these, wasn't I? Yeah, they're very short. We'll do those next. Is there one for this one? The bay is... the bay. Is there one for the bay? Yes, there it is. Alright. It only takes 40 days though, but I mean we need to be efficient or we're going to have real problems. So let's do some doctrine. I don't know. I mean I've got a lot of stuff to research to be doing air doctrine. Oh yeah, more cars. I mean, we definitely need better light vehicles. There are some of those in every infantry division. You guys can go straight to the front, and in fact, future guys go straight to this front. How many more can you take? You can take another 10. It's 13. That's fine. I'll just divert 3 of you away straight away. How many can you take? 1 less than that. So 1 of you. Congratulations. You're going to go into a new army, it looks like. Now I realise. You guys should be under Rommel. What I just do. Whoops. No matter. Easily fixed. So you guys are going to be a new infantry army. With one of the light colours that represent you. And who's going to lead you? Rundstedt, currently not commanding an army. Heinous. You can do this one. Where are you going to go? I guess you are the first Polish army. Good. So Soviets are about to begin the Winter War. It'll be interesting to see if Finland joins the Allies. Given that I'm not at war with them, that might be a trigger. I don't know. I'd say it was very unlikely, but we'll see. You need an icon. There we go. Lovely jubbly. So, more infantry. I can drag these, can't I? What? Oh no, there's buttons on these ones. Why isn't that also a drag? It's a drag to not be able to drag things, honestly. Alright, so we're running out of manpower. So we might want to slightly increase the bracket. Let's do that. An extra 0.5 recruitable pop is nothing to sneeze at. There's our jerry can focus done. Let's start doing some air stuff. There's the Winter War. We are short chromium. That should be solved by the conquest of... I thought Yugoslavia produced chromium. There's a little bit in here. There's quite a bit in Greece, which obviously will be on the chopping block once we're actually at war with the Allies. Okay, we're making good progress in the civilian sector with the Hungarian economy added to ours. Nice. Really, taking over this region is just realizing our future as the true successor of the Holy Roman Empire, really. There's better mortar teams. There's some more of that. Oh, we absolutely need to get a 15 organization, but we only need that when we're actually in war. So let's get some more stuff here. More uniforms. I think switching off radar. There's so much infantry tech we need to do right now. I still need cars. I still need that. Yeah, we need more research slots, honestly. This is crazy. Right, so the CAS needs upgrading to the new model. We're currently making the Hinkle 118. This one. I think we just invented this. The fact it's not decommissioned means that's probably true. Agility worse. Air defense same. Air attack lower. But ground attack 13 compared to 12. Not much better. Is that really the one I've just invented? It is. I'm not very impressed by this upgrade. Oh, how about range? The range is worse. What? Am I crazy? The range is better on this one. The air defense is a bit worse. Oh, I was comparing numbers with bonuses. Right. The agility is higher. The ground attack is the same, but the agility is higher. The naval attack and air attack are both higher. The air defense is higher, but the range is lower. Well, I am going to switch over, especially once we make some tweaks. So you get decommissioned, you get tweaked. Air interceptor radar. Ooh, interesting. More reliability for that one. Interesting. Does increase the cost by unacceptable level, though, I think. Canopy is good for agility. Airframe is good for agility. And makes it cheaper. Ho ho. Nice. Fuel capacity is going to hurt on reliability. Like, nobody's business, but we need that range. A drop tank, I think, might be a step too far. But it is a very good range upgrade. Makes it more expensive, though. Let's just go with more fuel capacity. Rockets and bombs for more ground attack. This is going to be a very important plane, but I need to save some air experience for our next fighters. So let's do this. Good. New CAS entering production. We are, I think, going to need planes for the invasion of Romania, who has not been... Italy shares bonds with Germany, yes. Who has not been guaranteed by the Allies yet. Which is certainly interesting. Hey, Ireland, give me docking rights. They didn't think this so. I wasn't overly hopeful about the Irish letting me base my subs out of there, but oh well. Had to try, right? Okay. Didn't actually read that. What did we not get the effects from anymore? Oh well. Not important, I'm sure. Great. We need to build these new pieces of equipment. So, the infantry gun is outdated and must be replaced by the new one, which I can't see in the list. You what? Where's the... What? What? It's not in the list. Okay, I'll check through real careful. There it is. That's probably it, right? Yeah, that's the infantry gun. Okay, that didn't look like an infantry gun to me. Fair enough. That's my mistake. This, please. Excuse me. This, please. Thank you. And the other thing was the mortars. Yeah, mortars get replaced. See, that one's easy to spot. Same icon with a 2 on it. It's my kind of design. Simple stuff. Okay, so U13 are going down here, and that fills out that army. And now any new ones in this one can go onto the Polish front. Good. We question the motives of Romania. Indeed we do. Added equipment still. Right, just the old raiders. That's fine. They're finishing up, and that will help them finish up even faster. So, more infantry equipment, more mortars. Maybe I shouldn't have switched over to the new mortars. We need to keep our infantry up to date. It's just essential. Okay, Netherlands, are you forming a new government now? By any chance? No? Are they ever going to do it? It's February 1940. You'd be dead by now. This is historical settings. What's going on? They're 10 ahead of us now. I'm going to stop. I'm going to give up. We wasted like 200 political power doing that. More. No, 200. Yeah, 20 times 10. That's an easy sum. Alright, down here we go. Good. Alright, screw you, Denmark. Sorry, Netherlands, I'll just conquer you. How's that? Still just the rates. Good. How's my Bismarcks coming? They're done in June, the latest one anyway. The slowest one. It's done in June. By June, I'll have a bunch more Raider-class ships to go with it. And we'll be in pretty good shape. Okay, by June... Is that when I'm going to war with Romania? No, we're going to war with them in April. If I justify, does Black Ice have the cumulative? Yes, it does. So it looks like we're going to take over Romania, which will give us oil. And then it'll be time to kick off this world war. And actually move against the Allies. Which is going to be glorious, obviously. World War starting quite a bit earlier than it did in my previous Black Ice campaign. We'll be getting to the action. Once we've started the World War, obviously we'll first take Turkey. And then I think I will clean up the Balkans. And once I know that my rear is secure, I will move on the Benelux and take France. Excellent. That sounds like a plan to me. More military parades, more political power. We need it if we're going to be changing up our economy. We are now on war economy, which is grand. There's our fighters. Can't do this yet. Can't do this till July. Fair enough. Switch off those light vehicles. I need these fighters as an absolute priority, and it's a very short research. Next focus. Don't really want heavy fighters. These events could be useful, but I don't know, because just saying get event such and such is bad UI design. More range on these does seem useful. That's only on attack submarines though. We're not building attack submarines. Treaty of USSR. Ah, yes. We should definitely do this. 50% research ahead of time. One reduced ahead of time penalty for medium tank models. Yes, please. Good. That isn't how focuses work anymore, though. Black Ice team. They should be updated to be not minus 50% penalty, but minus 1 year of the penalty. It's a much better system that the base game has adapted, in my opinion. Since we've done a lot of stuff recently, I'm tempted to train the workforce. We've changed up a lot of equipment lately, but I think I'm not going to do it anyway. There should be a way to just turn all these off. Maybe there is, but I wish there was a way to just say I'm not interested in the military build-up decisions, because there's quite a lot of them to turn them off one by one. Alright. There's SS field uniforms, which gets automatically unlocked because we've got the normal field uniforms. Good, good, good. We will need sniper teams. I mean, there's just a ridiculous level of stuff that I need. Let's get the sniper teams. Okay, what's this? Bunch of outdated stuff. Let's take a look here. Right, of course, the field uniforms need upgrading. There's a whole lot of upgrades to be done, and actually a deficit. I'll give you some more factories on that. Field uniforms, something you never want to be in a deficit of because there's so many of them. They make up a large body of the division, and so being short on them is a big problem. What was the other thing I upgraded? I'm seeing more deficits. Oh, that was just the Raiders, isn't it? Yeah, cool. All right, the Bismarcks. The Bismarcks are coming. Ha 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 ha. They're almost ready. Look at all of those different things we've done to increase our production output. It's crazy. We're at plus 126 factory and 96 dockyard. It's absurdly good. Just absurdly good. Currently getting 0% bonus from everything. I think perhaps switching it from one to the other has broken it. Yeah, that's not correct if we look at my stuff down here. But, having a big shipyard makes submarines more expensive. Explain that to me. I'm going to ask the dev teams about that. That makes no sense. How do you mean token navy? I have 200 ships. What do you mean token navy? I, for one, am offended. We need another wolf pack. You guys are a... Oh, we haven't actually done these yet. 10 pack. Save. Okay. And you need the symbol. United Kingdom declared war in Iraq. How dare they? That kind of violent aggression is just not tolerated in this day and age, UK. They have a very small border with Iraq, but I guess they'll call in... Oh, right. Isn't this under... No, that is under them, yeah. They also have Kuwait, of course. 100 days left of fuel. But that's okay, because in 80 days we're going to war with Romania. Speaking of going to war with Romania, time to mobilize. Time to mobilize was a while ago, in fact. I should have done that while we were planning this war. Oh, well. That's okay. We should be okay. They're probably not mobilized. They are unlimited. Okay. Free dockyards. You know what that means. Oh, it doesn't actually mean... It doesn't mean a Bismarck's finished. Darn it. More cruisers, please. Just bang out the cruisers. I'd be much obliged if you would. Thank you. You guys. Just a bunch more subs. We're full on subs. So our coastal subs need a new fleet. You guys are coastal subs, and I'll give you this symbol. Where's it gone? That one. So you're not actually looking quite the same as subs. Split you up. Your crabs, so you can be 10 crabs. And we'll know what that means. Good. You guys, let's get you all nice and organized, and we'll pick a general to lead our crabbing force. I expect these guys to die a lot, so I'm going to keep a large reserve. There should be a symbol change for the different types of submarine. Maybe that's not doable, just because of the way the game is hard-coded, but it would be really helpful. Good. These all automatically split out into the reserve, which doesn't all merge up for some reason. There we go. Good. Maybe we should build some anti-air. Oh, we've got new radar tech, haven't we? No. I cancelled it. That's right, because there's just so much to do right now. Absurd levels of things to do. Who is this guy? Ah, right. My coastal garrisons. Fabulous. Just what I needed. You guys can pop on these coastal defenses around Italy. Obviously, this general is going to get completely overwhelmed. That's okay. Not the end of the world. I will send some down here. If they take one of these, it's not the end of the world. We can just use the other one. But actually, while I have a deficit of garrisons, I'm going to use them on the ones in Germany. We just need 4 more up there. And they're coming. they're coming. Yeah, a bunch more of these guys are going to auto-deploy. There's the treaty with USSR. Which means once this finishes, I can get some new tanks. Let's establish the Gestapo in divisions, because they are going to help out with my reinforce rate. There's the new plane. I think it's time for a new tank. Excuse me? Darn it. It's only for medium tanks. Well, I should get this done. I thought that research bonus was going to help me get more Panzer II, better Panzer IIs. Oh well. U3. Some get over here. Some get here. Some get down here. Good. They accept. This will be a stepping stone to the future. Maybe it is, in fact, applying to this one. No, it isn't. Darn it. Oh well. What you going to do? Some of you guys need to come and handle Corsica, which hopefully we can seize nice and early to reduce Allied air presence in the Mediterranean. We will want to do an invasion against Malta, but wouldn't it just be so wonderful and poetic if I could pull that off? We have so few convoys. If I could pull that off using... Wait, transport ship, is that what I want? Not convoy? Yeah, okay. Wouldn't it be perfect if I could pull off an invasion of Malta using the French Navy? Wouldn't that just be... It would just be poetic. So that's what I'm going to shoot for. Our first Bismarck class is almost finished. Don't deploy it to the main reserve. I want to relish this thing. Put it to shore. Put it to sea, rather, in Kiel, and I will personally make inspection of it. I will use a bonus on Schwerpunkt, because I need those tank bonuses ready for the war. And there is the first of our wars. First of our upcoming series of wars ready to go. These guys aren't taking to the sea because I banned this area, right? Fair enough. Unban that. This area is still banned. And in fact, the Adriatic is also banned. I suspect we're going to get heavy... Right. Probably can't ban the Adriatic because we need some guys over here. So speaking of that, one of you guys can go over there. We'll go here. This area deserves to have proper coastal defenses, not just these guys. Italy, likewise, requires a bit of coastal defenses. Yes, hello, my love. He hasn't shown up yet, so no, please. Thank you. Yes. 20 minutes is normally what we do. It's only probably not, though. 8:30 is the time. Don't worry. Alright. Get this guy. So he should be enough defending him. Ow! God, I thought you'd left. But, what? Oh, whoops. That's my bad. I'll tidy that up. She's moaning about the state of my study, honestly. Alright, war with Romania. Let's get these guys down here, shall we? We'll just put them on the border and then go from there, I think. Okay. Good. Okay, so obviously we'll first be all operating over Transylvania. And we'll be operating across the board. You guys have very short range, so operating you out of here seems to make sense. Although actually no, you're the mix. You're the multi-role fighters. You guys push off. You lot, what are you? Normal fighters. We can bump you up to the proper wing size. Likewise with you. Just one short. It's odd. But obviously we have too many fighters in here. So one of you can go up. Sorry, too many Cass in here. So some of you can pull back like this. Should be looking a bit better. Still way over. You guys, I'll move one of the fighters back here. We're going to very rapidly take 2 air bases. It's worth noting. One more of you back here. And one of you up here. Okay, and now, basically 2 of you guys just hold, cease operations. and hang out back here. And we'll move them to the front once we take those 2 air bases. And there we go. Okay. Ready for war? I think we are. We've got demobilized divisions all ready to go. Could I wait another 2 weeks? Yes, is the answer. So let's wait 2 weeks. Get this war goal. Then we can get started. Cool. Okie doke. We are nice and full on quite a few resources. Some decisions, but none that I'm really interested in. Constructions are going well. We are actually doing some repairs. That's not ideal. So, better radars. No, haven't finished on that yet. Maybe some anti-air over Wilhelmshaven, but we're not going to be basing our ships out of there for very long. So I'm not sure that's necessary. But how much is anti-air? It's not ferociously expensive. Maybe a layer of anti-air. Yeah, I feel like a layer of anti-air over some of this area is merited. No, let's just shoot them down. We'll build that later if necessary. For now, I think it's time to start going hard on military factories. And a few more. Just a few more synthetic refineries. And then, yeah, just give me a bunch of military factories, and we're going to try and put them... Well, I mean, there's such good infrastructure over here that I am going to build them over here, even though it's closer to the Allied air cover. You guys can go down. You guys can go up. Okay, superb. Alrighty then. I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we will take out Romania and possibly start the war with the Allies, where we're more or less there. We just need to mobilize up, and we're all good to go. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.